Hello, everyone. I am ZHAO Chuang. Let's draw the body of Megalosaurus. The entire body structure of Megalosaurus had prominent features. Its body was quite slender. We should represent this feeling overall. First, pay attention to the proportions of various parts in the picture to make this dinosaur look flat and long. In terms of posture, we can design it to stretch to both sides. Now, let's draw the full body of Megalosaurus. We first position each part in the picture. After rough positioning, we can use lighter lines to determine its body approximately in the picture. Next, we can start from the head and draw the tip of the mouth. The top of its head was relatively flat. Then, we draw its nostril, followed by the antorbital fenestra, the lacrimal horn, the eye, and the lateral temporal fenestra in the rear. Next, we complete its mouth. Here we draw its ear. Then, we move to its teeth. The front ones were relatively small, and the rear ones were arranged one big one small alternatively. Then we can draw the muscles of the mouth, followed by the teeth on the other side. Now, we come to its lower jaw, starting with the teeth, then the tongue, and the entire outline of the lower jaw. When drawing the lower jaw of carnivorous dinosaurs, make sure the posterior part is as thick as possible. Then, we draw its neck. The upper part of its neck should be drawn in an S shape, so that it can be connected with the previously drawn back. Next, we draw the chest and the shoulder blade. Here is its arm. Its hand had 3 fingers. This is the other arm. We draw its palms facing each other. Then there is its abdomen. Now, let's draw its hind limbs. First, we need to determine the shape of its pelvis, and then its thigh is located here. Followed by the shank. Next, we draw its toes. Now, come to the lower leg on the other side, the ankle, the instep, and the toes. We can see the first toe on the other side. Next, we draw its tail. And the top of the tail comes back. After that, we add some details. On the mouth, let's draw some big scales that look really hard. And inside the mouth we can draw some darker shadows. Then, draw some small shadows on the edge of the lower jaw. We move to the neck. A piece of muscle was located on the top of the head, and many folds were in the neck. We can draw small shadows below the neck to make it look more three-dimensional. The underside of the neck can be blackened and shaded. We also draw a slight shadow on the shoulder, and draw the muscles on this part of the shoulder, as well as the muscles on the arm. Draw some folds on the armpits. There is skin between the side of its abdomen and the thighs, and some shading can be drawn on the underside of the abdomen. We also can draw some shadows on the inside of the legs. Then, we outline the muscles on the back, and show the muscles on the thighs. There were also folds on its knees. The shank muscles can also be slightly represented. On its feet, we can draw some relatively large scales to make them look like the feet of chickens or other birds. Then we draw the skin on the back of the thigh and the tail. Now, we can shade the lower part of the tail to make it look three-dimensional. Then, draw some tiny folds on the side of the tail. Lastly, add shadows under the dinosaur's feet, and complete the distant horizon line. In this way, we've finished drawing the body of Megalosaurus.